Okay, so here we have a post from Lana, Truth and Transparency, talking about the love spreadsheet and some Elantras. So she said the gold Elantra with no plate but a VIN number on love spreadsheet was in fact not gold in color. It's never been gold, it's been white since it was produced. Well, that is absolutely false, Lana. 375 Northeast Terraview, yep. Location, no front and back plates, gold Elantra. Next, this gold but really white 2015. Well, that's not true. It's a 2013 Elantra, not a 2015. With the VIN number listed on Love Spreadsheet actually matches one of the license plates that I found in Moscow, Idaho, when my local friend from Moscow and I did a neighborhood canvas of a couple of the apartment complexes off White Avenue. We recorded the entire neighborhood canvas and all metadata, date, and timestamps. The neighborhood canvas I did was after the public announcement was to be made on the lookout for white Elantras. So she goes on to say that on 11/25, when Love did his neighborhood canvas in Pullman, he came across and recorded the neighborhood canvas of finding this Elantra and for some reason put that it was gold and had no plates front or back and it was just bought in Colorado. None of this shit is accurate. Well, actually, it is fairly accurate. She says, more to come tomorrow. I'm officially dead. This white Elantra is the same Elantra found on Love's frigging spreadsheet, and a month later is now with new plates. And in the path of the Elantra, White Avenue apartment complex where Latah County Sheriff's Deputy lives. Well, again, not the same car. And also, the Sheriff's Deputy doesn't live in the White Avenue apartment complex. The Sheriff's Deputy lives on a side street a couple blocks over. I already went over that when she did that whole video about thinking that the dog was loose and that Murphy hadn't been taken by police to the Humane Society, that it was loose, and a Sheriff's Deputy over by White got it. Just because Google Street View shows a sheriff's vehicle in a driveway over near White Apartments. But let's look. So here's the VIN number. And here's where Love says it was purchased on 11/16, and it says in Denver, Colorado, but it's actually somebody from Colorado that purchased it. So it was at an apartment in Pullman, which is making me think the student that purchased it actually is a resident of Colorado, but was attending WSU. But here's the information on that car that has that VIN number. So the old listing was still up on a couple auction sites. You can see it's a 2013, and it is, in fact, gold. It was sold at an auction up in Airway Heights, so that's Spokane, so about an hour and a half away from Pullman. They list the color as brown, but it really looks like gold, but Hyundai puts it under like a brown color. And if we scroll down through this other auction site, you'll see the VIN number matches. It's definitely a gold Elantra. It's a 2013. This is showing pictures of it. You can back that up and pause. That's the VIN number. Again, it matches. It does not match the white car Lana's trying to claim it is. Here is the bill of sale. And down here we have the auction dates. So 9/11/22, that looks like when it was purchased by that auction house in Spokane. Then you'll see it was sold again on 11/16/2022, and the buyer location was Colorado. So it's likely, like I said, the college student's permanent residence was actually in Colorado, but they were living in Pullman. So they were getting it registered in Colorado. So the police officer was 100% correct that compiled that list. The car was sold on 11/16 and was based out of Colorado. Now here's the information on the car with the Idaho plate Lana shows, and that is a 2015 Hyundai Elantra. And it was last purchased in Boise by someone from Troy, Idaho in April of 2019. And yes, the car with the Idaho plate is quartz white pearl, but it's not the same car. So in summary, this was the car on Love's spreadsheet. It is a 2013 gold Elantra. And this car that Lana is claiming is definitely not the car. So no, Love was not wrong. Lana was wrong. And I ask again, because I keep asking this, what purpose does it serve to constantly lie about information in this case? Is it so simple that it's just money for you? and the other grifters? Is that why you continually put out false information? Is it because that type of information gets more viewers than the truth? And so your bottom line is better off if you lie? Because if that's the case, that's just as depraved, well, not quite, but almost as depraved as what Kohberger did in murdering 4 people. Because that's a complete lack of any ethics and morals, just like a murderer. So I don't understand it. I don't understand why you put false information out there like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this was so easy to find that these were not the same cars and that Love did not make a mistake.